Sorry, surfer dude, but you're headed for a wipeout.
Iron Man. I'm reading an incoming ship. Watch out! It's about to open fire! Whoa! Tony, are you all right?
Ow, ow, and more ow.
With these cosmic bricks, the world will be mine to rule. But first, I should probably prevent it from being destroyed.
This would have been much easier had you captured the board intact, rather than blasting it to pieces.
The Avengers showed up. They know how to ruin every good evil plan.
Your plan is still fantastic.
A poor choice of words, God of Mischief. I prefer to think of it as spectacular, maybe stupendous. I've hired every villain, bad guy, and dark minion I could find to help assemble Dr. Doom's Doom Ray of Doom.
Sort of a mouthful, but all right. Speaking of that...
Silence! Now we must track down more of these cosmic bricks to build my weapon.
As you command, oh most doomful one.
All right! I let these bigwigs go! Once you bring me some of those... cosmic bricks!
Why didn't they make me the supervisor here? That guy's got sand for brains.
Holding Grand Central hostage at rush hour? Now that's criminal. Hulk, you have to remember to look before you leap. I know, bad guys. The SHIELD folks think we need to formulate a careful plan of attack using... Or we just smash our way in. Good plan.
Welcome back to
Good afternoon, everyone. It's Mike here with the first part in a brand new
mess.
series. This is me and
Just
my wife
clean up
Emma
this
playing Lego Marvel Superheroes on the Xbox 360. Now, first thing you're probably asking is, Michael, I thought you were a PlayStation guy. And I am. I do have an Xbox 360. And I generally keep it around for two-player games, because I happen to have two controllers for it, where the PlayStation I've never got round to buying a second controller. So, my wife's a huge lover of the Lego games, and I'm a huge lover of Marvel, and the kind of the Marvel universe that they're building up in the films and the TV series at the minute. So we kind of figured, why not get this on the Xbox and we could play it together. So, right now I'm playing as the Hulk, and my wife is playing as Iron Man. And as you can see, we're pretty much just enjoying smashing the shit out of the place. I do appreciate the fact that this is a kids game and I'm swearing through it, so I'm going to try and limit my swearing. In case any kids do happen to be watching this. I'm certainly going to try and avoid any F-bombs if I can. So, well, what to say about this game? It's a load of fun, actually. We played through the whole thing in a weekend, so I actually have everything recorded and I'm just doing post-commentary as I go. It'll be a little bit slower to get things going this time because I captured from the PlayStation, from the Xbox rather, at 1080i, which I don't normally record at. From the PlayStation I normally get it at 720p. And as a result, my Mac keeps falling over, trying to render all the kind of the higher resolution video. Just simply because it's a slightly older Mac, it's a 2012 model. I mean, I've got 12 gig of RAM in it, I think, but it just doesn't seem like 1080i. So anything I get from the Xbox in the future will probably be recorded at 720p just for the sake of timing these, just so I can get the series out quickly. So yes, right. So back to the game. So you start the game in this first level. This is at Grand Central Station in New York, as most of the game is based around New York actually. And Sandman and Abomination are in the process of trashing the shit out of the place. Sorry, swear I swore again. They're in the process of trashing the place to get one of these cosmic bricks that the Silver Surfer's dropped when his board was destroyed. So it's a fairly simple game by all one's imagination. You cover pretty much all the main players in the Marvel universe. Some minor players as well, but to be fair, it's mostly the main players. You get some interesting design choices now. When you're playing split screen like this, I'm assuming most people probably play this as single player. When you play split screen, if you're close to each other, you occupy the same screen as it is at the minute. But when you get further away from each other, the screen goes, there you can see it now, goes into this kind of dynamic split screen, which, if you're in a straight line like this particular area is, it's not so bad, it's alright. But when you get into areas like boss fights or kind of almost like arenas, it's very easy to lose track of each other because the split will rotate around the screen as well. So you kind of end up with this kind of spinning screen, which sometimes can really make no sense. And boss fights as well, especially some of the later ones, become so frantic, and there's so many enemies on the screen, so many bricks flying about and studs. You end up really losing track of yourself. So you'll see, especially in some of the later boss fights, there are distinct moments where I'll be playing. I think there's one later on when I'm playing as Captain America and my wife is the Hulk. I love the way the big characters fight together. It's funny as hell. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, there's these sections where I'll be just like swinging and hitting nothing because I've lost track where I am. Especially stop hitting yourself. Stop hitting yourself. Brilliant. Yeah, there's one particular boss fight later on where I'm playing as Captain America, and there are a lot of red and blue enemies on the screen, and I've got no clue where I am. And at the time I was just going absolutely ballistic, and Emma was killing herself laughing. Okay, so we're into it here. Sandman.
I think I'll give you a hand. Or two.
I love the Lego aesthetic to everything. It is just funny as hell. We do save our checkpoints at every available opportunity. We've had issues before where my Xbox is just randomly powered off. We like to keep things safe just in case that does happen. It happens. So yeah, we're now in Grand Central Station, and the Hulk's got to throw these huge things at Sandman's arms, and he eventually goes away. So the silver things here, Iron Man shoots. Very much a focus on teamwork here. So Iron Man shoots that, then he builds it. Oh no, he doesn't build it. I tear it out of the wall. That's what I do. And throw it at the arm, which then knocks it down, and we can make a little bit more progress. Inevitably, there'll be a wave of enemies coming out. See, yep, from the train.
Unscheduled arrival in the main terminal.
Telltale have done a really good job with this. I mean, this is Xbox 360, and look how good the graphics are. I can't imagine how good they'll look on Xbox One and PS4. But it's just the amount of things on screen at any given time, and there wasn't a single point when we were playing this where it ever actually really slowed down. There were a couple of frame rate. Don't jump across there. A couple of frame rate dips, especially in the final boss fight. Which I'm not spoiling you, you'll get that when you get that. Yeah, in the last one, but there's so much going on in that fight, it was just inevitable that it was eventually going to slow down a bit. And we were split there, you see the split screen rotating. We were split screening like that, so, you know, it was inevitable that something wasn't going to go right. But just so much going on at any given moment, it's phenomenal how well it works. I'd be interested to see what's like on the PlayStation actually. The Eurogamer, I think, did a tech breakdown and showed kind of how well it works across the different platforms. But I'd definitely like to see what this looks like on the Xbox One actually.
Volleyball next week.
Incidentally, if anyone wants to buy me an Xbox One, I'm taking donations. I really want to get the next gen so I can get you some of the latest games, but I just simply can't afford it. So yeah, keep viewing the videos, like them, subscribe to them. The more views I get, the more money I make through Google, and then the more likely I'll be able to get an Xbox One or a PS4 and get you some newer games. I'm fortunate for the next 12 months, so there's actually quite a good raft of games coming out for the 360, PS3 generation. But it's still, I'd still like to be able to get you some exclusives. I'm getting games at the minute through Boomerang Rentals, which are pretty cool. Which means I pay $7.99 a month, and I get a couple of games a month, which means I can get you newer games.
I don't own yet.
So hopefully that'll mean I can get you more than just Dark Souls 2, which I've decided I'm taking a little bit of a break from because I'm well and truly stuck in the Shaded Woods and the Iron Keep. I'm not making any progress whatsoever. So that's why I decided to play through this and get a whole series done in a weekend. Hoping next up will be Titanfall. I've got a couple of games in my rental list, and once this one goes back, hopefully I'll get something new that I can take to you. Right, so for this section here, Iron Man needs to destroy this. As the Hulk, I'm just bashing my way around. I think Iron Man then builds it. Yep, Iron Man builds this thing, the anvil, and then Hulk throws it through the wall. And that then completes this first section of the level, and the game for that matter. Sandman isn't a happy man.
So much for taking a subway.
Spider-Man.
Bugle. Guess I'll just have to fight my way through it.
Spider-Man's dialogue in this is such a Mickey take out of how he comes across in the comics and the films.
Thanks for swinging by, Spider-Man.
You Avenger guys are really great at making a mess.
Hey, I just replaced that.
Put Tony Stark, his tower's always getting vandalized. Right, so this comes to the first big boss fight against Sandman and all his sandy opulence. So now you have Spider-Man in your party. You've now got to take.
Things a little too far. We've got to shut off the
You've
power.
got 3 characters to consider. So if you're playing single player, it makes it a bit more complicated. To be fair, playing 2 player actually makes it more complicated because you have to pay more attention to what everybody needs to do. So you start off as with Iron Man destroying everything, and then that's that at the bottom there. Clark Gregg has given you the hint there to change to Spider-Man, which I do.
Oh yeah.
I get myself stuck in the arena, not really sure what to do. There, you can see that again. The split screen rotating around, it can get really confusing at times, trying to keep track of where you are. See, I'm running up against a wall there because I've lost track of myself completely. Trust me, later levels it can make you feel sick. So when you break all this stuff, then you see the red and blue dots there, which hint that Spider-Man needs to be in that area. And then there's that thing there that you can grab onto with his web. To be fair, I thought it was the gold thing.
You should be able to pull handles like that.
So the game's quite good. It gives you hints when you're close to stuff. You just need to pay attention for them. So you tap that and you tap B, and you pull the whole thing to bits, which then knocks off half the electricity. Of course you need to knock the other half off. True Believer, that's what you get for getting 100% studs, well not 100% studs, but you get 100% of a tally of studs, which gives you a gold brick, which allows you to unlock stuff. There's 4 gold bricks per level in this game. Oh, Emma decided to save that. Which are, so there's True Believer, there's finishing the level, rescuing Stan Lee, because Stan Lee's in trouble in every level. It's just nice to have Stan Lee in the game. There's a 4th one that I can't quite remember what it is.
Spidey sense. Something close by.
Never mind, it's obviously not that important. But yeah, you can get 4 gold bricks per level. Oh yeah, it's the mini kit thing. Yeah, get all the pieces of the mini kit, you get a gold brick. So largely the same as all the previous Lego games. Telltale aren't screwing around with the formula here. Keeping it good, they're keeping it right, they're keeping it with whatever you want. So right, so then Tony builds this, and I think then it becomes a piece for the Hulk. As you can see, you kind of get in tune with what each character needs to do. You know, as soon as you see those big green handles, you know that a character like Hulk or Abomination or the Thing is going to get involved. When you see sparkling silver pieces, that's someone like Tony Stark or Thor has to destroy it. Spider-Man's Spidey sense kicks off. Gives you a hint that he has to do something here. In this case, he has to pull over this A sign so that we can run up to the boss arena. There you go. Right, now I'm not ashamed to admit we got really confused as to what to do here. Because, I mean, none of the bosses are hugely difficult, but some of them can be very poorly signposted. Especially when there's combat to do. Again, that happens later on. We'll see. We struggle a little bit with that. So you climb up there. Spider-Man can't do anything with that, but the Hulk can. Amazing enough, the Hulk can climb up Spider-Man's web.
Hulk, remember, you can transform back to normal if you calm down.
Now you have to change into Bruce Banner. It's always a funny process because he just kind of sucks himself down. It's funny as hell. I'm going to include all the story cutscenes in this playthrough as well, apart from one which I missed through no fault of my own. I blame Emma. Just because they're funny. They really are funny. They get the story across, and they've got kind of impersonations of main actors. Some are better than others. The one for Nick Fury is actually pretty close to Samuel L. Jackson. Without actually being him, but they are funny, and there's so many like random little references to like other stuff they've been in. For instance, when you're on the helicarrier at some point, one of the little kind of side missions is to you spray water on Sandman here to effectively make him solid, then the Hulk hits him. It's the long and short of this boss fight. Yeah, so you're on the helicarrier, and there's some random S.H.I.E.L.D. agent says he's found some snakes, and Director Fury wants to get those gosh darn snakes off this gosh darn plane. Or words to that effect. This dialogue, and it's knowing. And there's a bit after you finish the game, another bit with Fury, which references Pulp Fiction. It's absolutely crackers. The sense of humor is brilliant. So I'm going to include all the plot videos in there, just so you can see them. I really actually think you should buy it. If you're interested in the Lego games at all, or even just a kind of half-decent, slightly taxing platformer, you should buy this game actually. It's really, really good. Both me and Emma really enjoyed playing through this. Now, I knew she would because she's like the Lego games before. She's done... Which one she's done? She's done Batman 1 and 2, Indiana Jones 1, Pirates of the Caribbean. She's done quite a few of them. Lego Lord of the Rings on the Vita. Yeah, she's done quite a few, and she enjoys them each time. Sometimes they're really frustrating. She has struggled with boss fights before. That is frustrating, that you build what you need to do to damage him, and he can destroy it. That really, really sucks. But yeah, it's a really good game. I really enjoy it. So once you've thrown that bit, you get the Hulk ball to smash, so the Hulk can go in and smash it. Every boss does things in threes, I believe. Yeah, so he comes back for one more rally. You do things. Everything's done in cycles of 3. You know, it's a decent system of working things. Each boss is very different to the other, so there won't be another boss. There isn't another boss that acts like this. There isn't another boss. Well, you can see you get Marduk later in the game. You get Doctor Doom. You get Loki. Well, Loki's one is a bit weird. But that's the final one, and I'm not going to spoil any more than that until you actually get to it. But you know, each one is very, very different. And each one works independently of each other. And different characters are involved with different ones, so that you get across the whole Marvel gamut. So you've got Avengers stuff, you've got X-Men, even Guardians of the Galaxy make an appearance in the end credits. So you've got plenty of people to play with. Some characters are more fun to play than others. So like, there's a level that involves Black Widow and Hawkeye. which I didn't particularly like. I thought it was a bit weak. But that was mostly because I don't have any superpowers. Come on, it's not even about superheroes. It's called Marvel Superheroes. I don't have superpowers. You want to see how obsessed Emma is at collecting the studs. I'm on 21,000 here, she's on like nearly 50,000. So there, see, Spider-Man pulls that plug out, covers Sandman in water, and then he's down. Giving you one last wall for the Hulk to smash. Come on. Come on, Emma, hit him. There we go. And he's done. Oh, bless him. We need to jail a guy that can turn into sand.
Secure that cosmic brick, Coulson. And make sure it gets to the Fantastic Four's lab for analysis.
Yes, sir. Hulk, can you help with some of this debris?
Coulson's forever cleaning stuff up. Listing the Hulk's help.
You're calling them cosmic bricks?
They came from Sky Surfer you encountered. I've given Reed Richards the job of finding out why everyone seems to want them. Thanks for your help, Spider-Man. There's always a place in this operation for a hero like you.
Like I have time for that. I've got a trigonometry exam tomorrow. My aunt needs me to pick up a dozen eggs, and I'm drowning in angst.
Spider-Man drowning in
So who's
angst.
behind all this? What exactly are they up to? And will it cut into my hot tub time?
I don't know, I wish I knew, and yes. Tony, get back to Stark Tower and try to get me some answers.
So there we go, that's the first level of Marvel Superheroes done. So yeah, I really enjoyed this game. I hope you enjoy watching this too. This is a full series. I've already got everything recorded, so all I need to do is the commentary. There might be some live commentary actually, depending on how well it worked. I think we did about four episodes worth of live commentary before I lost the will to try and carried on. So I just decided to post commentary. So each level is about 25 minutes long, so I'll just give you full levels. I'm not going to do what I did with Dark Souls, where I'm going to do the sports thing. That wouldn't work for this kind of game. But yeah, so I'm going to show you my stats, what I got for each level. We didn't get through, believe it, on everyone, but hey. But yeah, so I hope you enjoy this series. I'd really like to get some likes on this, get some comments, hopefully get some subscribers out of this one. So if you do enjoy this one, please do subscribe, because you'll have more coming soon. But for now, good night, and stay tuned for the next episode.